That's it. That's the double think that folk get into. They've got all this propaganda on television, mainly through fiction, television series on...
where the backwards kook, racist, scum, child molester doesn't want to take the shot. Every TV show, every drama. But then the women always figure out on the show, and they make sure the kids get it, and then the kids' lives are saved.
That's right.
They know best. And that's why they're going to take the Gardasil. They're going to show you, Alan. They're not going to listen to you. No, they're with the government. Oh, ha, ha, ha.
So that's the key to it. As you say yourself, the statistics are out there. We are being sterilized. We've been getting sterilized for an awful long time. We know some of the various culprits that were deliberately put in our food, the bisphenol A and all the rest of it. They even classified melamine, which is a plastic product, as a protein. This is for baby food, because there's one little part of its molecule in a certain chain could be recognized, could be with a lot of money helping it along.
Exactly. They admitted it attacks all organs, causes kidney failure, causes cancer, was always listed as deadly. Now they came out last year and said, you know what? Melamine's actually good for your child. Just like they nationwide say mercury's now nutritious, Alan.
Yeah.
You're a crazy... Are you crazy? You don't like mercury?
Yeah, and they actually put the melamine in baby food. And they know darn well it sterilizes the male child very early on.
Man, we got a radical on there, folks. He's saying melamine, plastic toxin isn't good for babies. He's even saying mercury isn't good. Everybody knows vitamin M's good. Man, we're radical. Whoa. This show is just incredibly kooky. The government's right. Mercury's good. Alan Watt, man, you're extreme.
Finally in the news this evening, it's being reported that cyber spies from Russia and China have now penetrated our power grid. Even as energy experts are reporting that each summer we get closer and closer to the limits of our nation's power grid, some say that this summer's demand for electrical power may finally push the grid over its edge, creating a cascade of power outages across the country, putting us all in the dark.
Are you prepared for the next round of storm-related outages or government-created blackouts? Have you ever thought about taking steps to get off the grid and generate your own private supply of electrical power? If so, this will be the most important information you have ever heard. Solar-powered generators are finally available. They have no moving parts to wear out or break and require absolutely no gas whatsoever. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Check out mysolarbackup.com before you lose your power.
You know, I sit here joking around a little bit, hoping that people out there watching this later on YouTube and Google and Blip TV and across the web will, for God's sakes, find out Gardasil's killing a bunch of people that take it and causing autoimmune problems with other women and is clearly a sterilization weapon. This isn't a game. Mercury isn't good for you. They think you're so stupid now that they get on the news and say your child needs mercury. And I've played the news clips here probably 100 times. I'm not going to play it today. You know, they won't believe it. Cue up mercury, good for you. Get me the YouTube. The point is, I've also got to know where they say lead's good for children. Lead isn't good for children. We're going to go to your calls in a moment. But I have, just as a layman studying the psychology, they're trying to shock us. And I want you to speak to this, and we're going to calls the next segment, Alan. They're trying to shock us when they say, yes, we're torturing people's children in front of them, but it's to fight Al-Qaeda. And then Jack Bauer does it on the TV show 24, and everybody sits there, the new hero, the new John Wayne tortures kids. So it's predictive programming you talk about. You know, they're modeling as social animals off of this. They try to shock you saying on CNBC, lead is good for children and it's good for the economy, quote. Or mercury's good for children, the feds say. They're trying to make it, or killing Khalid Sheikh Mohammed 5 or 6 times where they captured him, or killing Chemical Ali 12 times, and killing all these other guys, Zarqawi 14 times, and then never retracting the last time they killed him, or the CIA openly announcing they're doing a destabilization campaign to stage the election upset 2 years ago, and then saying we have nothing to do with it, and Obama saying I won't sign signing statements, and then lying and saying I never said that, I'm going to do it, or I'm going to raise all your taxes, and saying I never said I wouldn't raise your taxes. I mean, it's they're practicing lying to us to kind of bludgeon us into submission. How would you boil down that psychological phenomenon or tactic?
It literally is an extension of what we heard before, shock and awe. Shock and awe. You can either use it with the massive bombardment on physical realm or soft bombardment. We call it soft bombardment through massive propaganda, where you're hit with conflicting messages on the same topics all the time. And ultimately, they know that the public, because they're trained, will always go ultimately with the expert opinion. And they won't critically think through any opposing opinion. So it's shock and awe on the public. They're training the public, in fact, not to even start to even try to think about something. They're telling you it's too complex for you to understand. The experts.
Yeah, it's learned helplessness with the studies with the rats or puppies where they shock them, where they finally just give up in the corner catatonically. I agree. They're just putting up, they're also setting the precedent that they lie and don't get in trouble for it.
They've been doing that for so many years. I mean, I get a laugh at people actually chanting slogans that they're given by Madison Avenue, like change is good, without ever asking, what change do you mean? Define change. Define the changes. No one ever did. No one ever did. And Lenin said, we shall win by slogans, the use of slogans. And it works. It really works, because people don't ask. They don't ask beyond the slogan. It's like Orwell's An Animal Farm, the sheep who are taught the slogan that 4 legs are good, 2 legs are bad. And then halfway through it one day, the pig is given the instructions. He says 2 legs good, 4 legs bad. And the sheep automatically parrot it off without realizing they've just demeaned themselves.
Well, exactly. First they go from 4 legs good, 2 legs bad to 4 legs good, 2 legs also good, to 4 legs good, 2 legs better, to 2 legs good, 4 legs bad.
That's right. That's right. And until they're still chanting what sounds to them to be the same thing, and they don't critically even analyze what they're saying themselves. And meanwhile, with repetition, they're actually convincing themselves of the truth of it,
Well, I was watching HBO this morning. I forgot the name of the documentary about free speech. They've been hyping it big time, but I'm on the treadmill watching it. And it was all about liberals. We love free speech, but the evil right-wingers are trying to take everybody's speech. That made it a left-right issue, when meanwhile it's the left that just passed through the House a hate crimes bill that will completely ban free speech in America, saying if something you said hurts somebody's feelings, it's a federal felony. And then meanwhile, it makes it all about how the right wing wants your free speech, so we've got to take theirs. Again, it's just all complete crap.
It is. You are seeing really a perfected technique that was tested and improved under the Soviet system. And I've mentioned so many times that the Reece Commission with Senator Norman Dodd did find out in the 1950s when they investigated tax-free foundations, the Rockefeller, Ford, Carnegie, their job was to unite the Soviet system with that of the West. We're seeing Soviet techniques now introduced in the West, and they're perfected. They have been perfected.
Stay there, Alan Watt. We'll be right back on the other side with phone calls and a lot more. CousinsOfTheMatrix.com, Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.tv. More straight ahead. Take your Mercury. Going back to Alan Watt and your phone calls. He's going to be with us 20 minutes in the next hour. Then I'll blitz through news and information. I want to talk about some solutions with him, too, coming up in the next hour. Let's talk to Frank in New York, and Chuck, Mark, Maddie, Dave, and others. Please be quick. I want to take a lot of calls. Frank, you're on the air.
Good afternoon, Alex. And Alan, I wanted to just comment briefly on the show that I heard this morning, I guess rebroadcasted from yesterday. It was excellent. And I was so pleased to hear the young people now, through the videos and documentaries, becoming critical in their analysis of the political discourse and the economic discourse that's affecting everyone's lives. The reason why I called Alan, and Alex, I think you may find this interesting as well, I just have been spending the last 2 days reading the Bank of International Settlements annual report for this year, called Rescue, Recovery, and Reform, The Narrow Path Ahead. And it's rather interesting because I had heard the conversation, I guess, on Monday regarding the person that was paying his bill with the special rights drawing instrument. And I found it very interesting because in the annual report, the ratio of the U.S. dollar to the SDR is 1.5. And I think what your guest had said regarding his transaction was of 3.1. So apparently it can be floated at the discretion of the bank, which is rather interesting.
No, this gives them, for those that don't know, a financial fiat currency for bank-to-bank, government-to-government, institution-to-institution, kind of Fortune 100, between themselves, and then we're all down here with these regional currencies that they also manipulate as part of their insider trading, a completely rigged game. And you notice that code word, the narrow path ahead, meaning dictatorial. They're going to hold everybody by the scruff of the neck, including a lot of the rich, who've got to do exactly what they say if you want any hope of ever having a recovery, which won't lead to a recovery. It'll just be a stagnation and a new lower plateau of standard of living, then to another plateau as they manage our slide downward.